How's it going, guys? Rhino here, and before I start this video, I apologize that I sound pretty nasally and sick. I'm just getting over something, and it's been kicking my ass. So my voice might sound a little off. I apologize if I sneeze or cough at any point during this video. I'll try to edit that out as much as I can. But I also wanted to apologize for not making a video in a while. As you guys know, I haven't made a video in a long time, and it's due to the fact that I've been more focused on work. I've been working way more than full time. I recently a few months ago, started dating a new girl, and I also recently bought a car, and so I've been investing a lot more time in that stuff, including my gaming channel and my Twitch channel, and so I've been neglecting this channel, and I apologize for that. But essentially, while I was at work today, I happened to open up Twitter. I was actually on my lunch break, and I happened to open up Twitter, and I saw this story trending. And of course, Twitter, being the liberal cesspool that it is, was promoting the attack on this, the bad side, the liberal side of this, and it of course promoted a tweet by Jamil. I don't know how to pronounce that. I don't know who that is. I don't really give a shit. But she's being a complete idiot. And so I saw this and I started kind of organizing my thoughts a little bit about what I wanted to say about this. So essentially, there was an ad from Avon. Yeah, it's Avon. And it says, dimples are cute on your face, not on your thighs. And this is talking about, of course, cellulite, which is essentially millions of little dimples all over your legs or butt or wherever you may have cellulite, stomach, some people, arms even. It depends on how much fat you have in that area versus muscle versus like me, where you have just absent muscle and fat. And it's just nothing there, just bone. So essentially, she puts the ad there and says, and yet everyone, she said everyone in all caps, has dimples on their thighs. I do, you do, and the clowns at Avon UK certainly do. Stop shaming women about age, gravity, and cellulite. They're inevitable, completely normal things. To make us fear them and try to fix them is literally setting us up for failure. It is to literally set us up for failure. Sorry, I misread that. So I kind of wanted to just respond to this a little bit. She also goes on to make this a gender issue, saying that it's unfair how there's these constant attacks on women, and then men get one Gillette ad and they lose their shit. Which, by the way, I never watched, never will watch, and will never make a video response on because it's stupid. It's already been done a million times. So to start off, I'm just gonna kind of work my way down. Her first statement, and yet everyone has dimples on their thighs. Nope. You're already wrong on that. You're making an absolutist statement. Anytime you say anyone, not anyone, anytime you say everyone or no one, you're making an absolutist statement and you're setting yourself up for failure. Not everyone has dimples on their thighs. I don't. I probably never will. I have the lowest BMI in the history of the universe, pretty much, which is not me bragging. I'm too skinny. I am gaining weight, though, which is a good thing, but it's muscle, not fat. I also happen to know plenty of people that don't have cellulite. For example, at least from what I can tell, my mom doesn't. She's worn short shorts and I've seen her legs and she doesn't have cellulite and she's 50 something, 55, 56, I believe. She's not overweight. She's not skinny, but she's not overweight. She's on the skinnier end. There's also my current girlfriend, who I've been dating for almost 5 months now, who has zero cellulite on her entire body. My ex girlfriend, who I dated for 6 years, had zero cellulite on her entire body. And yeah, it's just there's a lot of people who don't have it, men and women who don't have cellulite. It's possible to not have it, and you're actually able to do something to fix it. So you put fix in quotes. You can fix it. You really can. You just lose weight in that specific area. You have cellulite on your stomach, work your abs. You have cellulite on your legs, work your legs. It's that simple. It really is. You just got to work hard. Stop shaming women about age, gravity, and cellulite. This isn't actually shaming. In the same way that a Gillette shaving ad, a normal one, isn't shaming men for having facial hair. It's talking about preferences. There's simply it's well known that there are preferences. So, for example, wrinkles. It's well known that people don't like wrinkles, or for men specifically, or at least in the ads, you see a lot more for men, gray hair. It's a shame. It's shamed, as you put it, for men to have gray hair, and so they have these hair coloring products that either make it so you have a slight bit of gray, so you actually look your age, or look younger but you look good for your age, or color your hair and you don't look You look a lot younger all around. It's this way all around. It's just simply talking about preferences. There's well-known preferences that are kind of generalities or general statements about the public. The public prefers a certain thing in general. Not always, not everyone, but it's a general preference. So, for example, when it comes to cellulite, the majority of men and women actually don't like cellulite on their partner or prefer it, just find it kind of more unattractive. I'd go as far to say as probably 90% or more men find a woman with cellulite less attractive as if compared to if she didn't have cellulite. And that's just simply it's not an attractive thing to have. And the same thing for women to men. Women don't like when men have cellulite either. It goes both ways, but Avon is definitely one that advertises more towards women, and women typically care more about their appearance than men do. That's not sexism. It's not social programming. It's just women prefer to look better versus men. It's just how it naturally is. But also remember that these are just preferences. So you don't have to use this product, whatever it is, to get rid of your cellulite or dimples or whatever it may be. You don't have to use it because guess what? People have different preferences. I myself, my preference for when it comes to like a woman's body type is different, entirely different, or quite a bit different than the social norm, as you feminists would put it. It's quite a bit different, actually. If you saw my girlfriend and my ex girlfriend, you'd see their body types are way different than that, and that's what I find the most attractive, not this ideal woman that feminists love to put forward. Because everybody has different preferences. There are men out there who like cellulite. There are some men who want more cellulite. It's just that's their preference. And so if you have cellulite, then just try to find someone who's okay with cellulite. It's that simple. But if you want to improve your body, you are more than welcome to. And Avon, guess what? Has a product that I guess will help with that. I don't know how good the product is. I'm not making a comment on that. Definitely not sponsoring Avon here, or definitely not sponsored by Avon here. But if you want to improve your body, you can use their product. This type of advertising is seen everywhere. Have you seen any workout commercial? Do you know what type of person it shows in the workout commercial? It shows some ripped dude with a six pack or an eight pack and the pecs and biceps you wouldn't believe. The sexiest man you'll ever see. And you know what it's saying? It's saying if your body doesn't look like that, use our product and you'll look like that. For men and women. They use both in those commercials. They're inevitable, completely normal things. Whereas I would say cellulite is normal. It's not something that you need to worry about. It's definitely something that is avoidable. It's not inevitable at all, or at least not until a certain age. And you can avoid it as much as possible. Same with wrinkles. You take care of yourself now. For cellulite, just work out, watch what you eat. Guess what? You'll stave off that cellulite for as long as possible. Same thing with wrinkles. You take care of your skin. I have dry skin issues. I'm probably going to wrinkle at a very young age, but I'm not too worried about that because I just don't care that much about if I get wrinkly or not. But you personally can work on your skin, can improve your skin so that you don't have to worry about that if you so choose. They're inevitable, kind of, but not necessarily. And if you haven't, especially at a young age, I've seen cellulite on girls and boys as young as like 12 and 13. And oftentimes it's linked to some form of obesity, whether it's slight obesity or massive obesity. They had cellulite. And it's a sign that at that age, you definitely should not have it and you should lose weight no matter what gender you are. And this isn't about being attractive, this is about health. Childhood obesity is a serious problem, and you should never see it in those people. And then when it gets to my age, I'm 23 years old. Most of the people that I see, at least from the clothing that they wear, I don't see cellulite in people my age. Why? Because a lot of people take care of themselves, and even the ones that don't still don't have cellulite. My current girlfriend doesn't really work out much at all. She watches what she eats a decent amount, but she doesn't work out, and she doesn't have any cellulite. If you're at this age and you have cellulite, you might have genes that kind of predispose you to some sort of weight issues, and that's one thing, but you can still work on it and fix it. And there's no issue with doing that, and there's no issue with advertising that their product can help with that. And then you say to make us fear them and try to fix them is literally setting us up for failure, except for it's not. I mean, you're probably just afraid of hard work. If you work hard, you can solve this issue easily. So for example, I've always been quite underweight, as you guys can tell in my videos. I've talked about it multiple times. It has to do with health issues that I have. Health issues that not only make it harder to gain fat, but also make it harder to gain muscle. I struggled and I fell way behind through high school and actually was one of the top players in my area for baseball when I was in about 6th and 7th grade, and then I got really sick in 8th grade, and that's when I fell off because I couldn't work out. I also lost weight fat wise, and I couldn't keep up in either fat or muscle with everybody else. And so I fell behind. All throughout high school, I was horribly underweight. And when I got to college, I kind of started working on things, went gluten free, and that helped me. It turned out I have celiac. But I got up to a just within the normal weight range. So I'm at the very bottom of the normal weight range. And since then, I've been working my ass off because it takes longer for me to build muscle and for me to build fat. And I've gained 15, almost 20 pounds since I moved out to Philadelphia in July. And that's just me looking better because I was willing to put in the hard work so that I looked better. You can do the same. Now, obviously, you are a feminist, clearly based on these tweets that I'm seeing of yours. But for everyone else, for all the other women out there who aren't these batshit crazy feminists, if you have cellulite, you could try this product. Maybe it'll work. I don't know. But if you actually have cellulite, you can lose weight. And I'm not saying you need to starve yourself. I'm not saying you need to work your ass off, work out so hard that you literally pass out and almost kill yourself just from working out. You don't need to do either of those things. Simply watch what you eat and work out on a frequent basis. That's it. A frequent basis. Not every single day, not multiple times a day, maybe twice a week. So, yeah, this is ridiculous to see. There was a couple tweets that I wanted to respond to. So, this first one from Maggie Holt says, God, imagine what the men losing their shit at Gillette would do if most of the ads targeted to them were about how terrible their bodies, personalities, relationships, attributes, houses, children, etc. were, like women's ads are. What? No ad talks about how terrible your body is. That's not what this ad is doing. This ad is saying simply you can improve. You can get better. It's not saying your body's terrible. Now, some ads might, but it's not targeted at women. It's targeted at obesity. That's when your body's terrible. When your body is literally killing itself because you're so overweight. When your heart is struggling to keep you alive. That's your body being terrible. I've yet to see an ad that portrays women with terrible personalities. In fact, most ads portray women with positive personalities. Almost never do you see a bitchy woman in a commercial or any form of a negative personality in a commercial. At least not in any commercial I've seen recently. In some TV shows and movies, there's maybe a character who has negative personality traits, but that's all genders. Both genders. Sorry. Both genders have negative traits and personalities that are kind of attributed to them in movies and TV shows and in real life. I don't see it in ads very often, except for the supposedly the Gillette ad. Now, I'm not going to go into that because once again, I didn't watch it. Relationships, same thing. I don't ever see that. In fact, the only ads I've ever seen were about terrible relationships in the sense that women were being treated terribly. Not that women's relationships are terrible in general. Like if you're getting abused mentally, physically, verbally, that's a terrible relationship. You should get out of that. I'm fine with that in an advertisement for both genders as well. The rest of it doesn't make sense. Ads are targeted at men and women in these senses at least because they want to sell their product, and the best way to do that is men and women's desires to be more attractive, to look better. Stronger in women definitely, which is probably why you see more ads like this, but they exist for both genders. Look at any advertising product for men. I already named quite a few, but you look at any razor commercial, it's talking about it's very attractive men shaving and it's showing them becoming more attractive. I have facial hair right now and it makes me look uglier because I don't look good with facial hair. Some men do. Same thing with hair dye. I see constant commercials about, oh, you can dye your hair this like perfect gray color or like get rid of all your gray because supposedly that's more attractive and makes you look younger. And then of course the infamous workout commercials, which always feature the most buff man you'll ever see because it's targeting us. It's psychological targeting, knowing what we want or what we're most likely to buy. And we're most likely to buy a product that will improve upon us. I see a lot of these workout commercials for these pieces of equipment of some sort, whether it's like an ab piece of or what an ab workout, or whether it's like those bars that go in your doorway that you can do pull-ups on. I see those, and watching the commercial, I'm like, oh yeah, I could get that. I could work out more from home, and my body would look way better. That's literally the thought process going through my head. And then I think, okay, this item's probably a scam. I'm not going to spend money on this. I'm just going to go to the gym like I normally do. Not going to spend any extra money anywhere else. So I talk myself out of it, but that's the thought process because that's exactly what they're targeting for both genders. They're not telling you your body's terrible, they're telling you your body can be better. And that's always the case. No matter what, your body can be better. There will always be an advertisement saying your body can be better because guess what? Your body can be better. Does that mean you have to do anything about it? No. Does this mean your body's terrible? No. There are women with cellulite who are very attractive. There are women with wrinkles who are very attractive. It's just you could be more attractive in almost every single case. If you improve that feature, reduce or remove your cellulite, remove your wrinkles, you'll be more attractive. Just straight up to everybody, except for that slight percentage who happens to find cellulite or wrinkles attractive. And you can improve that with a product or with working out or whatever it may be. But that doesn't mean your body's terrible. That's about it for this, guys. For this video, guys. Thank you for watching. Sorry for using my headset mic, my regular mic, my Shure microphone has since well, it's actually working perfectly fine, but my mix amp, my Scarlett Pro has broken, so I have to use my headset mic for now. But that's about it for this, guys. Thank you for this video, guys. I said it again. Thank you for watching. Be sure to comment, rate, and subscribe. Let me know your thoughts down below on this matter. Whether you agree with me or disagree, I don't really care. I'm happy to get in a formal debate or informal debate with anybody on this matter because I feel pretty strongly about this, and I definitely feel like people are overreacting, just like normal from the left. So let me know what you guys think down below. And as always, have a nice day.